Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back. It is time for another Starcraft 2 Pro Bots versus LaughNgamez match. Yeah, me playing against some bots. You guys seem to enjoy the last video. The format of me commentating and playing in one video seems to work pretty well. And so yeah, with the usual startup shenanigans running the bot program, I'm playing Protoss against Ketrock bot on the map Berlingrad AI. Ketrock bot, the most turtle of the bot, and let me tell you, I very much freestyled this game. For starters, I had a late pylon just because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try and mess with Ketrock bot a little bit and see exactly how it reacts. So I just figured I'd throw down a couple of pylons. The goal was to try and block the ramp, but it's like, yeah, that doesn't really work against Terran. Ketrock canceling CC first. Didn't see that when I was playing, of course, seeing as how that was ally chat. But yeah, then I just figured I'd throw down some pylons, go for a bit of greed myself, because the best way to counteract some greed is with your own more greed. Or the best way to counter a turtle is to do that, pardon me. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to hit that like button before we get too much further into this. I apologize for adjusting my sound every time I commentate this. But there we are. So, yeah, hit that like button. I've currently got 47 supply because I just threw down a bunch of pylons to see what it did to the bot. So let's go for 47 likes on this video. That would be fantastic. Okay, so I just figured, yeah, why not throw up a gateway and then go into a nexus of my own, so delay the bot, go for my own expansion. And yeah, I'm unsure if this worked out as well as it could have. I mean, if I macroed properly, who knows, maybe just sort of sandbagging a bot is an effective way to deal with them. But anyway, I then just go for a nexus. I'm playing Protoss because I do enjoy the PvT matchup. And I think that there's probably a lot of variety to play against Ketrock bot. So we see I just throw up another pylon because I'm worried that this one's going to die. I wanted to go for a zealot. And I do indeed end up starting up a zealot. Chrono boost that out just to see what I can get done. I mean, Ketrock bot's already got out 2 Marines at this point. However, it does not have up an expansion. It's going for double factory on one base. A bunker's out, which is going to end up shutting us down. Then behind this, my macro is just very lacking. I'm like, you know what, why not go crazy with this and go for a quick third nexus. So that seems to work, but yeah, third nexus on the way at 3 minutes. Not too bad, LaughNgamez, not too bad. Because I'm pretty sure Ketrock's bot isn't going to attack me at any point in time following something like this up. I have my Zealot in the main base harassing. Ketrock's bot has great pullback on the SCVs, pulling back the injured ones. I'm like, what's the best thing to do? Try and chase down those SCVs or just park the Zealot there? And I ended up parking the Zealot there. Took a little bit for Ketrock's bot to come up and clean this up because of the pylons that were tanking the Marine shots there. But eventually they do come up. I believe I get the Zealot here, which is pretty darn nice. However, if we look at my probe count, that in itself is not nice. I'm going up to 3 Nexus, but I'm still only on 23 workers. So my macro here definitely left some room to be desired, that's for sure. So just kind of doing that thing in which you try and slow your opponent down, but in your own way, you kind of slow yourself down a little bit more. Economically, I think I'm definitely ahead of Ketrock's bot a little bit here. I mean, I've got 3 Nexus. I'm not producing probes out of them constantly. I definitely need to get up a lot more workers and whatnot, and I do try and do that. But yeah, if you guys want to give me StarCraft tips, go ahead and join the Discord down below. That's linked there, and hit that bell icon. Make sure you get notified whenever a new one of these casts comes out. My plan against Ketrock bot from this point out is to go Stalkers, because I know Ketrock's bot is a mech bot. And that Blink Stalkers are mobile, they're good at shutting things down. I'm going up in the probe, so I am taking the lead in the economy here. Ketrock's bot is going up for a 3rd base behind this. If I macroed behind this, I think I could have been much further ahead than I am, because I did delay Ketrock's bot quite a bit. Yeah, there's now a Cyclone out for Ketrock Spot, a tank out. It went for those double factories, but it's not really using them so far. It's used one. We'll see what else it's going to make. Magfield Accelerator on the way, a couple of starports. The Banshees are something that I was very worried about coming from Ketrock's bot, because I know bots with their APM controlling Banshees is very, very lethal. So I went for a shield battery in my main base. And then I'm just poking out with my Stalkers over with the Cyclone in the tank. I think might be bad times for one of my Stalkers. I believe they both get out. Yeah, they both get out. But that kind of makes me hesitate on the aggression a little bit there. Just going up in workers, getting on my third base saturated. This definitely could have been saturated much sooner. It was done by the 3rd minute mark, but it's not saturated by the 5.5 minute mark. So that's not ideal. I also must have... Oh yeah, I'm like, okay, let's just try and get vision on this bot here. So I just decided to go out and throw up some pylons, because I'm unsure of when the bot's going to try and expand and whatnot. I fire up Blink a little bit later than, definitely later than it should be. Forge on the way because I figure attack upgrades, and then yeah, just keep on macroing. I decided to go for a 4th Nexus, which might be a little bit preemptive here. Definitely a little rusty. Haven't been playing as much Starcraft as I should do, but I've been having a hoot playing these bots, so I'm going to keep on doing that. And now we see Ketrock Spot going for one of those dreaded Banshees, which is very tough to deal with as a human when you're going up against a bot that's got 5,000 APM, basically literally unlimited APM. It's not like bots are going, oh no, I'm running out of APM. I just start warping in more Stalkers. I want to put the pressure on my opponent's bot, so I just park my Stalkers out. I know they're very good at harassing. Ketrock Spot with the bunker, with the tanks, does a good job of that. My plan was to blink into the main base, but I completely delayed the robo. And that is gonna come back to bite me a little bit. Yeah, no robo on the way still when there's Banshees on the way, Hyperflight Rotors. I have got up the 1 shield battery, but my other bases are a little bit undefended. I'm scouting out around. I'm wondering, like, is Ketrock Spot really still on 2 bases? That seems like quite a delay. So I actually started scouting out to see if the bot somehow expanded elsewhere. This is when the Banshee harass kicks in. I'm trying to get up my 4th base. I did start up a cannon or a battery there, but fortunately that was not in time. So I pull my Stalkers back, and you guys can see that I'm going to start acting like an AI here, basically overreacting to a single threat. Like warping in a couple of Stalkers here would have been more than enough. My robo's not done yet, so my Stalkers coming over can't even do anything. So totally unprepared for the Banshee, which was bad play on my part. I had the economy. I definitely should have had the robo. Ketrock Spot gets blocked by the pylons, elects to just expand twice. Which is something. It's actually going to expand to the top right, which I don't think I noticed. I noticed with this probe, though, that the bot's expanding, but then we see Banshee hitting my 5th base, still just killing away, just killing all my workers here. I have the battery, but the Banshee is just so determined. I warp in more Stalkers, like that's going to do anything. I'm just waiting for this observer. It's seemingly taken years. I did start up a cannon and a battery at this base to defend that location, but I'm thinking I'm going to need more defense, and this is where Ketrock Spot just starts going nuts. Like, it was only on 2 bases for the longest time, and now it just decides to expand literally everywhere on the map. And I am just sitting back at home like a fool, trying to defend against that Banshee. I do end up killing it off, and I go, okay, I really need to counterattack here. So I decide to do that, but Ketrock Spot is already moving out for an attack towards the 5th base, and that is not good. That base is going to be killed, not cancelled, I believe. So I'm just going to try and get counter damage done. But if you guys do the math, at this point in time, Ketrock Spot has a lot more bases to lose than I do. I've got the 1 battery here, but that's not got that much energy. Another Banshee comes on in. The cannons, the battery here are under attack. The Cyclones are just going to wreck my 3rd, wreck my 4th. And with that Banshee, so I do kill off a couple of bases. I've got a boatload of Stalkers. But then my Observer's out of position, and I actually have a really bad pathing here. My Stalkers split up as I try to go home to defend my base, so I lose pretty much all my Stalkers. Well, not all of them, but a massive portion of them. And it's just like, bad pathing. Bad control, really. I battery overcharged to try and stop this Banshee killing probes. these Banshees of Ketrock Spot actually target down the cannons that are building, which is very, very painful when you're trying to be a lazy defensive player by just building cannons and batteries. I'm getting harassed all over the place, and if you guys can't tell, this is already going very, very sour for me. I'm trying to trade out with the Cyclones. It doesn't really even matter, though, because, like, even if I killed off some of those Cyclones, Ketrock Bot is going to have no problem replacing those. It's taking all the bases on the map. So, yeah, it's just painful. This was a painful game. You guys are going to see a bit of a salty LaughNgamez from the POV. We're just dumbfounded that I'm totally not 100% focused or anything. And it's just like, wow, I did not expect to be bopped that hard. So once again, these bots are going to humble me. I keep trying and trying. It's like, maybe if I can get up a critical mass of units, maybe I can take a good fight. But then I'm just getting harassed all over the place. The Banshees, the Hellions, it's a gosh darn nightmare. I should have built 4 more cannons at each base to deal with these Banshees. I've probably had the economy for it, just did not do it. I believe I lost my Observer. Yes, I did, so there's still nothing to deal with the Banshees. It's just Pain City here. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Ketrock's bot, we're going to be having a rematch, because this bot totally kicked my butt here. I might try and mess with it a little bit more, go for something that's a little bit more of a traditional cheese or something. Just to keep up that trend, the bot destroys me in a longer game, so I just cheese the heck out of it. We'll see about that. But yeah, this bot just doing what bots does, unhindered by human constraints, taking all the bases, building all the bases. I think if you're going to play a longer game against Ketrock's bot, you're really going to have to keep an eye on all these bases, either block them with pylons or something. Because when this bot's given a chance, it just takes all the bases. I am long since dead here. Still trying for some reason. I was really just dumbfounded. I'm like warping in sentries, like, oh my gosh, how did this even happen? While there's Banshees that have been completely uncontested for most of the game, but that's where I call GG. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll tag on the end of this video, but hit that like button, subscribe, join the Discord, and stay tuned for the second part of this video. Okay, guys, so it's time for another one. Me taking on an AI. I'm very full. I just ate a ginormous dinner, so I'm gonna be a little slow. But this time, it is me taking on Ketrock bot. I decided to queue up against a Terran bot while playing Protoss. I'm gonna try a very wacky cheese against Ketrock bot. I'm literally just gonna try and wall the top of its ramp and see what happens. I was on the fence of like, oh, do I macro against Ketrock bot to start things off? I may do that later. If I can't get a quick victory with some cheeky cheese. I should have gone for this pylon earlier. I didn't even... I'm literally just freestyling, like I always do. I'll cancel one of those probes, and then I should be able to get the full... Oh, no wall there. Let's see, how many probes can I get pulled? Cannon rush detected. Oh, how rude. I have no intention to build cannons, Ketrock bot. Oh, dang. Those boys got a license to kill. To kill.
You have not enough minerals.
Why is it not building for me? Oh, there we go.
You have not enough minerals.
Don't question this build, guys. It's a bot. Anything can work. Okay, so we're seeing a bunker, so I want to get the probe back to try and harass that a little bit. Will it pull off, or will it decide to commit? Interesting that the bot decides to commit to keeping the bunker going. Now the real question is, does Ketrock's bot go for Ravens?
is under attack.
Or not.
We embrace the glory of battle. We embrace the glory of battle.
You have not enough minerals.
By your will.
Our pylon is under attack. Not enough.
Ula Sadarik. For Artanis.
Our pylon is under attack. You require more Vespine gas. You have not enough minerals.
My meditation is over.
Denying lots of mining time with that zealot.
Our pylon is under attack.
Okay, so there's the expansion. Cannon rush defense completed. That's how bots work. I mean, I wasn't cannon rushing, but the defense worked. It's not like the bot completely died or anything. No, I'm not sure what it was making out of that factory. That's the thing that I can't recall. It's been a while since I cast Ketrock bot. Go for a battery in the main in case it is building a Banshee.
Not enough energy. You have not enough minerals.
So it's going to be getting up a PF. You know, I wonder how Ketrock's bot would do against Blink Stalkers, just playing like a human and blinking into its main, because that's not something that bots generally do, if I'm not mistaken. I know that there is like a blink bot, I believe, or there used to be. That was a long time ago. So I wonder if Ketrock's bot is prepared.
You require my state bidding.
Research complete.
I definitely have the advantage against this bot because I know that Ketrock's bot is a greedy bot, so I can just counter that out with my own, or I know that it's a defensive bot, so I can just counter that out with my own insane greed.
You have
Go, I am the voice of the eclipse. I am the state thy bidding.
You have not enough minerals.
Very wise.
You have not.
It doesn't go for a hidden base. That's a legitimate question. I don't think it does, but you never know. I don't think so. Hidden bases aren't really a legitimate strat when playing against opposing bots with a bajillion APM. Scout, but then again, bots are programmed by humans.
Base is under attack.
Oh, so there is a Banshee.
Complete.
Thy bidding.
Your probes are under attack.
We are
course, none other than the god tier band micro.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Your probes are under attack.
Another banshee. Oh my god. Oh, it's taking bases all over the place.
Base is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
Can I have observer, please?
Your probes are under attack.
Okay, now I just want to get the banshee over here. Or just get all these stalkers over here and kill that base.
You have not enough mineral field depleted.
I am here in the shadows. Let our enemy know our fury.
Our base is under attack.
It shall be.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
You require. Let our enemy know our fury. I am here in the shadows.
Base is under attack. Your probes are under attack.
Well, that was unfortunate the way my army decided to split.
Enemy know our fury. Let our enemy know our fury. We are.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Oh my god, I'm actually gonna lose this game, aren't I? Because this bot, it just keeps macroing like a machine.
Our pylon is under attack. Your probes are under attack.
Oh my god, this is actually ridiculous. I should have just done I don't know what. This is what I get for fooling around with the big bot. Huh. By God, this is incredibly impressive insight into how good these bots are. Like, you think that, like, there's no way that this would possibly work, and then you're just getting rickrolled by these bots. And there ain't nothing you can do. Because by now this bot has every base on the map, basically. It's too late for me to go to extreme turtle mode. I was not prepared for this at all.
Your probes are under attack. Your probes are under attack. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
I am here.
You have not enough minerals. Base is under attack.
Meanwhile, this bot's just manner muling the ever-living hell out of me. Oh my god, this is incredible.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. Your probes are under attack. Your probes are under attack.
GG. I just got wrecked there. I don't know what to say. Like, I totally you'd think I'd have learned from the last game that I totally underestimated this bot, but that is nuts. What else does this bot has literally every other base on the map. That seems right. Hot damn, I just got wrecked.